Okay, so welcome to another episode of the Destination Podcast, where we take you around the cricketing world to find out what's going on in other nations. So today on the show, we've got Naoki Alex Miyaji, who's the CEO of Japan Cricket Association. So thank you very much for coming on the show and welcome.
Thanks, Evan, and hi to everyone listening in.
So just to get this started, I guess, could you maybe give us a bit of a history of where cricket in Japan came from to where we are now?
Yeah, the first match in Japan was held in 1863, so that was quite a few years ago. But yeah, the current cricket scene in Japan is based around what happened in the university scene in the 1980s, whatever people cricket lovers coming to Japan started teams and leagues. So uh, relatively new, I guess. Uh, 30, 40 years of cricket in Japan in terms of organized and what you see now. In terms of the university cricket, a professor down in Kobe, professor in physical education, wanted to start some cricket activity. He started a club down in Kobe, and then other people followed in Kanto. University students started their own team and formed a league, graduated from university and started club cricket. And in the meantime, there was a lot of people coming from abroad that loved cricket, started to play cricket in different parts, and that all sort of came together, especially in the early 2000s, and formed a thriving club cricket scene. And cricket in Japan has never been just a boys' sport in universities. It's always been a boys and girls sport. So we've always had university girls teams and women's leagues happening at the same time, mirroring the men's structure. And I guess in around 2000, we became a non-profit organization and put together a constitution and reorganized cricket and started looking at the long-term future, started getting into schools and running some development programs, improving the competition structure, putting in place high performance national teams, and gradually started growing cricket in different areas and different levels. I guess one of the turning points for us was when we became associate members of the ICC in 2006, I think, and looking at being able to obtain a little bit more funding from the ICC was a great opportunity for us to look at a strategy of growing cricket, employing people, and actually doing some real work in developing the game. And one of our key strategies that still remains is developing cricket in local areas, in areas that want to support cricket, and thinking about what cricket can bring to the community. And we called them cities of cricket. So we started looking at the main player base was around Tokyo, Kanto area. And we said, okay, well, if we can build cities of cricket around Tokyo, getting your hands on land in Tokyo is quite difficult. So we looked at places outside of Tokyo, not too far. So we looked at 100 kilometers, a radius of 100 kilometers, and said, let's find some places in north and east and west and south of Tokyo that we can develop cricket in the local community, get some grounds, and run competitions. And so we started in Sano, in north of Tokyo. It's about 80 kilometers north of Tokyo. And the reason why we picked Sano was that it had good access to Tokyo, the train line, the roads, an hour and a half from Tokyo to Sano. So good access, and the population was about 130,000 at the time. Now it's declined a little bit. So it wasn't too big. Like you see cities around 300,000 in Japan that are bigger, and you've got more kids and all that. But then there's more to the city, and to be able to get support of the city council, you need to do more. So we sort of thought about 100,000 to 300,000 was our target. So Sano was in that sort of target. And then the local community showed some support. We found some local businessmen who wanted to support cricket and council, and their point was they knew that the population was going to start to decline, so they wanted to attract people to the city by other means, and cricket could do that. So they started supporting us. We started going into the schools, developed our first ground in 2008 in Sanol, and now we've got 6 grounds in Sanol. So developing facilities. Kids, we've taught cricket to 30,000 kids in Sanol over 10 years. So a lot of people now know, I guess under the age of 20 now, they know cricket. The people above that might know about cricket, but not necessarily know what cricket is in detail. So building awareness, getting kids playing, developing teams, social cricket with some of the corporate leagues that we run here, and developing facilities, and being able to show that cricket can attract international tournaments to the city has also helped us obtain further support from the city. And as you're aware as well, the International Cricket Ground in Sanol, where I am at the moment, was developed in it was an old high school that closed in 2013, and we had been using it as a cricket ground. That was redeveloped in 2017 or reopened in 2018 as the Sanol International Cricket Ground. So I can show you. Hopefully you can see it there.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that looks great.
So yeah, that's you just saw the first oval there. That's a big enough for a men's ODI size ground, and there's a second oval in the far south of that as well. So having a facility like this that we can actually have turf pitches, play high grade cricket, attract international tournaments, and showcase the game at another level. Playing on riverbanks with no toilets or no shade, no water, to somewhere like this that has proper facilities. Actually, we're still building our facilities, and you just saw this is our new office and slash tea room that we've just opened this year in April. So without this, there was not much here, but we're gradually building the infrastructure here. So when you visit the ground, you can see cricket, you can enjoy it, you can feel it. And so, yeah, it's attracted a lot of media attention, what we're doing here as well. So the awareness, helping the awareness of the game in other places. And also, since we started on the Sanol project in 2008, started similar sort of ideas in different places. In west of Tokyo, we started the Akishima program. In east of Tokyo, the summer program. And in the south, we've got a ground in Yokohama and also a new place in Kawasaki, and we're working with the city council to develop cricket in the area as well. So we've sort of got our 4 locations in the Kanto, Tokyo surrounding areas that people in the area can access a cricket ground within an hour and a half maximum. So making cricket more accessible to people in that area. And now we're looking to develop cricket in other areas. And one city in Osaka, Kaizuka City, they opened a new nice ground last October, the second proper cricket ground in Japan. And we are also looking at developing places similar near Nagoya in central Japan and Sendai in northern Japan as well. So from that Kanto area to now looking at establishing other places in other areas as well. So there's a lot of interest in cricket. There's a lot of teams playing cricket in different areas, but without proper structure and proper grounds. So hopefully we can be able to provide better structures and systems in place in the near future for them.
Yeah, most definitely. And for anybody that's kind of interested in checking out what cricket looks like in Japan and how things are progressing there, we'll provide all the links below. So you can check out their social media, their YouTube channel. There's some really great content that they produce, and it's all in Japanese and English. So it caters to a wide variety of people. One thing I want to touch on briefly, if it's all right with you, Alex, is the ground you just showed us there. That's was part of history for Japanese cricket. When we saw the under 19s Japanese team qualify for a World Cup. So could you tell me a little bit about leading up to that, what the process was like, maybe from a board's end, being able to experience that tournament and see the success of the team, and then where that took them, and where that kind of has grown the game, I guess, by the awareness and just people's interest.
Yeah, I mean, developing grassroots cricket has been a key goal for us, and we established a program called Cricket Blast Program, and that comprises of school visits to school cups or school tournaments and local events that we call series. And from there, we develop the Cricket Blast program targets young elementary school age kids,
Mm-hmm.
I guess from 6 to 12-year-old. And we developed local under 15 and under 19 leagues for hardball cricket for those the kids who play in those programs to grow into as well. And we've seen a lot of kids come through the system. So yeah, in 2019, we were able to put together a team that had players that most of the players had come through the system. They played Cricket Blast when they were 6 or 10 years old. Played through the under 15, under 19 tournaments that we put in place, and yeah, did superbly well. And I think the way that we set up the programs was a good way to develop good players with good game sense and enjoying cricket, enjoying the atmosphere, but also learning the game through playing the game. And so in the tournament, I think we showed that by not really having a superstar that was dominating our team, but a good team vibe and teamwork, and the ability to dig out of situations. There were always tough situations in all the matches, but we found a way to stick in the game and keep in the game as much as possible, and pounce on an opportunity that presented itself. So I think, the performance of the under 19 team was we were very proud of the team and the kids, but also the process that got the kids there.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like a bit of a recipe for future success too, to kind of continue what you've done, and obviously now that people have seen that it works, I think it's something that some of the younger kids coming through your programs will definitely say that could be me in 5 years time, 10 years time. So yeah,
Mm.
that's really excellent. So before we kind of wrap this up, and I'll let you go, could you maybe just give us a few things that are in JCA's plans for the future? Like, what are a few things that you'd like to achieve?
Yeah, I guess expanding our programs is one of the things that we want to do, and it also links in with establishing more seas of cricket around Japan and getting into new areas. But how we deliver our programs and trying to attract teachers who are interested in running our programs rather than just receiving a development officer visit to do some cricket sessions for them. To how can we establish league systems, social league systems that can attract people who want to just play in the park or play in a social atmosphere and be able to start their own stuff in different places in Japan, and be able to provide those people with a link. And so we've created a tournament called the Champions Trophy, which is attracts the winners of all these tournaments that are held across Japan by anyone and everyone. And so that creates that sort of bringing everyone together and a link with those people. So yeah, being able to provide those opportunities for more people and really attracting a new audience through the school programs and other innovative sort of ideas of how cricket can be played, rather than a hard ball, 11 aside, big field. You have to travel an hour and a half to Sano to why not find a local place that you can play indoor cricket or tennis court cricket or a basketball court cricket or that side of, type of cricket. So yeah, I think one of those things to try and grow the cricket community and bring more people to to this great game, and also provide better opportunities for the players. Now the under-19 team has showed that they can progress to the World Cup. Now we can look at, okay, well, what do we do at the World Cup and on the world stage? And we've got a few former professional baseball players that are trying cricket and wanting to become professional players. So there's a lot of opportunities in cricket, and we want to be able to help our players perform the best on the world stage, and become role models for the next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess from our end, Japan cricket's always been a great friend and supporter, and someone that's always been willing to lend their hand to anybody that needs it. So, to anybody who's listening or watching, if there's any way you can get in touch with Japan, if you can help them in any way, if there's something that you'd like to partner with them with, I'd really encourage you to do that. Um, from PCA, we'd like to wish you guys all the best moving forward, and we hope to see you continue your success. And really appreciate your time today for jumping on. So thank you, Alex, and to everyone that's watching, thanks very much. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Thank you.